quite yet. But I will say, Connie, I think he's got a chance to be able to do that in that league. You know, he's a physical kid. He's pretty explosive, and he did catch it really well yesterday.
Yeah. One of the guys I thought that's just really had a good, solid camp is a guy who didn't play last year, redshirted, but Andre Basellia really seems to have stepped up.
He showed some real flashes. You know, I think he's gotten some separation on some routes. He's got a skill set that way. You know, he's got to continue to learn the offense because the more and more install comes, you know, he's got to be able to play fast. But he's a guy that's pushing for playing time, no question.
Ajamu, I mean, is he opening some eyes at all, or just what are you seeing from him?
Well, it's nice to have
he's obviously a big target who can run.
He had a great fall camp last camp, and then he was in the mix and playing a little bit before he took the injury in the fall. So he's gone out there and done some really good things. You know, he caught a couple balls today. He's a part of that group, the tight end wise, can do some things for us. So yeah, we like what he brings to the table.
He had a couple over here especially, a couple of good catches where he kind of displayed that speed.
Yep. He's got good sized frame, so the catching radius for the quarterback's nice. He can separate and run, but he's really good at the line of scrimmage. So, like I say, he can find a role.
Another guy who seems to have, changed his body a little bit and seems to have stepped up with the departure of Deontay Cooper. There's some carries available for Jamon Dotson. Can you talk about Jamon a little bit?
Jamon is it. He does. He has a little bit of a different dimension because he can run, catches the ball really well. It's good for him to continue to get turns. He had a couple nice runs today. But there's no question. Obviously, Miles coming back. We continue to feel like he's going to be a good player, but we need a couple of backs. And Jamon's got a chance to step in that role.
Offensive coordinators kind of are like mad scientists. What are you going to do with all those tight ends?
Yeah, you try to maybe find a way to get them out there and serve roles.
Before tight end set.
Yeah, a little bit in the spring. We're just trying to establish like this is our base package. You guys know the main parts of that. As you get into the season, you do some more of true game planning. But right now, we're teaching the fundamentals. Those kids see exactly what they can and can't do, and we go from there.
With the tight ends, when you get to the NFL, they're always looking for big receivers. Are tight ends basically big receivers these days?
Yeah, there's true. It's kind of a difference. So like you think about Josh Perkins, he was a big receiver. He split out, played a lot. Kids that have more weight on them, Drew Samples, Jamus, Will Disley's, those guys, more line of scrimmage types, they can be physical, still catch the ball. So there's a little bit of two different types going on in college football.
Anything new with the offense you're trying to get done this spring that you didn't do last year?
Yeah, a little bit of flavor, a little bit more. We're still doing a lot of the same stuff so we can improve on that. Because that's where we're little. We talk a lot about the younger guys. They need to continue to improve, and that's what spring ball is all about. But there are some tweaks that we're taking a look at for sure.
Do you find that you can experiment more in the spring than you can during the season or during that fall camp?
Yeah, there is. There's a question. We're experimenting with some stuff. Sometimes it doesn't look very good. And, well, that's when you're trying to find out. I'd rather find out now in the spring than the fall. So there are some things that we might or might not do that that we're doing right now in the spring.
And is it also a time to find playmakers, or can like you begin to get that going here, or is it one of those things that you don't really know until you play games?
Well, I think you'll find out some for sure in the spring. You're going to line up, they're going to run plays, they're going to get opportunities to make plays, and so that's where the spring starting off with a base package so these guys can line up and begin to learn the fundamentals, the details of the position. And then, when we're playing, balls going up, guys are coming down with catches, all of that, you learn some in the spring, and hopefully it carries over into the fall.
Then just